How to plant trees on contour on hillside slopes. Contour farming is an ancient practice used worldwide. From this picture in the description below, it's from the University of Hawaii. This picture depicts channeling water gently on a contour and planting near the water channel. I've seen this personally in Hawaii, and it's beautiful. On sloping orchards, be aware of water movement and be careful to protect your slopes from erosion. Fast-moving water has a lot of power to cut deep into the land. It can wash soil off your hillside and damage or destroy your trees. Plan to slow the speed of runoff water before the rains fall by creating terraces or channels of swales and berms to break up long, smooth slopes. The swale is the ditch, and the berm is the ridge constructed on the downhill side of the swale. This system increases the amount of retained water in the slope's soil. This practice effectively shortens slope lengths and makes them more irregular, allowing the rainwater to seep into the soil before running off. By snaking the swales back and forth down the hill, you can direct excess water to the bottom of the slope. So plant your trees on the contour across the slope, perpendicular to the downward flow of water, slowing down runoff water so it can soak into the soil. For more slope protection, grow small strips of stiff plants on the berms and cover the soil with mulch and plant trimmings for soil protection, and plant permanent ground covers to protect the topsoil and smother weeds. Tree roots form a matrix underground, and the ground covering vegetation adds fine surface roots, which hold the topsoil in place. And you can create mulch-filled holes in the soil strategically to catch sprinkler water in summer. So understanding how trees affect slope stability. Imagine an underground aquifer where tree roots can reach deep down and get a drink of water. What better method of watering and growing trees? Eventually, the trees will direct water from the sky onto themselves. See the perfect design of leaves, stems, and trunks for conducting water toward their roots. Aquifers on inclines are tricky because slopes can become unstable if you get the hill too saturated. The slope with fruit trees and nut trees and ground covering vegetation around them helps stabilize this slope compared with a barren hillside. Keeping trees on a slope pruned shorter will increase slope stability too, because the wind can topple tall trees over and cause a chain reaction of slope erosion. So prune the trees to keep the fruit within more comfortable reach and reduce their height and their susceptibility to being blown over in strong winds.